You know what time it is. It's Miska Muska give opponent time, which means we're reading Sonichu until opponents appear. What does that say?
Trish locks the AI in his basement and makes it say anti-union and anti-gooning things. Bottom text.
What the fuck? Alright, it's time to read Sonichu. We're in Sonichu episode, or volume 2 from the Quick Comics. Premiere number 2, drawn April 20th. Oh, hold on, I gotta start the timer. Miska Muska Mickey Mouse. 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 Retweet. This is premiere episode number 2. And now for the racism. No! No racism! No, not racism time. Why does he have to be black? God damn it. Bro, you're chaining the Tangias together. Stop it. Anyway, this is volume 2, drawn April 24th, 2005. Here you see a picture of Christian Weston Chandler. I don't know why he's here. This book's about Sonichu. And it says Sonichu. And here you see some
gay furry union.
No,
like
not
Armstrong.
a gay furry union. You're the gay furry union. But here you can see, this is very important. We got some hieroglyphics. And the hieroglyphics are math. You can see here there's a Pikachu plus some spiky thing plus Christian Weston Chandler equals Sonichu. And here you can see a Zap Bud plus the Twin Towers equals Sonichu. And here you see a bottle plus a square equals Sonichu. And here you can see a camera plus the up arrow plus the down arrow plus a Christian Weston Chandler plus a Sonichu equals Sonichu. All Sonichu material are copyrighted March 2000-2005 by Christian Weston Chandler. All Sonichu material is copyrighted. I can't read any of that shit. But Sonichu is on the box, so I'm going to buy it. Retweet. All Sonichu material is copyrighted March 2000-2005 by Christian Weston Chandler. Any names or persons illustrated in any of the Sonichu comics except that of Christian Weston Chandler that may seem similar to anyone in real life are purely coincidental or otherwise parodic. Which I still don't think is a word. Episode 7. Sonichu in Anchuant Prophecy. Anchuant Prophecy. And here you see is a rock. And then you got some Sonichu, and then you got a rock, but the rock is confused.
And now for the racism.
No racism time. We got a rock, and then you got a rock and a Sonichu, and then the rock says, only the creature and his master of the prophecy may enter the destiny cave. Creature and master of prophecy. Yes, only those of the prophecy. What? And here you can see Sonichu's mouth is over here now because it got moved. And then, wait, is parodic actually a word? Parodic. Oh my god. Huh. Okay, the more you know. And then the cave is now a human and says, forgive me, for I am the keeper of the destiny cave. Oh, my stars. You are the creature of the prophecy. We have much to discuss. Number 1. Later, so then there's Christian Weston Chandler, who's just here, and he says, so let me get this straight, Sonichu. You found a cave and an old man guarding it. The old man elaborated that you are the prophesized creature. And since I am your creator and father, I am the prophesized master. And I am able to receive a special power by entering the cave with you and the cave keeper. Is this true? I know it seems far-fetched, but with the cave carvings, I say it's worth a shot, father. Okay. And so off they go to the Destiny Cave. And he says, come! End of sentence. Cavekeeper speaking. It was prophesied by the ancient masters that the reincarnation of our leader will take pen in hand to combine a mouse and a hedgehog and give birth to a new electric creature. Then the leader will place his handmade medallion on the pedestal and release the powers that were his, as well as his ladies' and rivals' powers. The powers will transform you all into the electric creatures, with variable powers of good, bad, and peace. Also, an evil will strike the day the original electric creature finds the cave. Only the released powers can defeat the evil. You see, here's the prophecy, and he is short because he's old. And then Sonichu is here, and Sonichu says, "What? By finding this cave, I've released an evil. Boy, do I feel special. Sonichu, it's not your fault. So to jar this evil, no, don't say jar. I have to release the ancient powers. I'll do it." "That is correct, sire. Then stand over there, and I'll perform the chant." So I place my medallion on the pedestal, right? Anazalic ampulporic e cambol ah. Whoa, father? And then you see he's blue now. Oh my Jesus, what the fuck? What in the fuck is that? Is that Hermes? I am the ancient leader of the Cherokee. Oh my God. Oh my God. He went into the Destiny Child cave and he came out meeting with the Cherokees. I am the ancient leader of the Cherokee clan. Where am I? Sonichu? Old man? What? Who are you? And you are Christian Chandler, my reincarnation. Wow, I'm impressed. Yes, I understand. Thank you, ancestor. I will do my best. With the powers you have released... Come! You did not just clip me saying come like that. I hate you so much. With the powers you have released comes great responsibilities. Is that spelled right? Responsibility. Yeah, it just looks weird. Oh, hold on, chat. Come! Sorry, that was so you guys might have missed it, but a friend of mine needs to come over and grab some of his celestial stuff. So he'll be popping over in about maybe 40 minutes or so. He was just calling to let me know he was on his way. Where were we? Comes great Comes great responsibilities. Use your powers to help others and yourself when necessary. Your rival will show up to fight you, but your lady friend will help you against him and the evil. Do you understand? Yes, I understand. Now, to access your powers, place your hands on your Sonichu medallion, feel the powers within you, and say, Electric Hedgehog powers! Try it once to return to Sonichu. Take care, Christian Weston Chandler. I'm Cherokee, by the way. And so, Christian Weston Chandler hugs his medallion and says, Electric Hedgehog power! And then the Sonichu medallion is a Sonichu that he holds around his neck. And then he turns blue. And then he rolls up his sleeve. And then he turns blue. And then blue. And then brown. And then blue. And then Cherokee color. And then blue. And then blue. And then blue. And blue. Oh my god, he's Sonic. Oh my god, he turned into Sonic. Chris Chan Sonichu is literally just Sonic. He's just a Sonic. Father? Asterisk. Father? Yeah, it looks like you too. It looks like you are too.
It
Sonic
is tuning time.
No, it isn't. Sonichu? What? Where are my shirt sleeves? Oh my god, he rolled up his shirt sleeves. And now he's
Gooning
Sonic.
is allowed and encouraged.
No, it isn't. No gooning. He rolled up his shirt sleeves, and now he is a Sonic. A tail? Mirror, Sonichu.
Die. Holy shit. I hate you. Die.
Me at Bujin.
Holy fuck.
Sonichu found one. Gasp. I see. This must be part of my new powers. Father, I'm pretty much freaked out by all this. Let's zap out of here. Cool. Okay. And then there's a giant inflatable raft above a building. And then
Come!
come. And then there's another giant inflatable raft above this building. And there's a car. And then there's... Who the fuck is this? Their name is Wes Eisel. Wes Isley.
Why does he have to be black?
He's not black. Wes Isley. Age question mark. And then there's Sarah Hammer. Age 22. Sarah Hammer is a real person, isn't she? Probably. I don't know. Also, her dresser is transparent.
It's party time.
It is not party time. No partying. No partying. And you see here she has a bed. And her bed is round. And then Wes Isley has a... Is that a belt? What the fuck is happening in these panels? Literally, what the fuck is any of this panel? Why do I hate fun, parties, and people of color? I do not hate any of those things. To be continued. Come! No come! After using Axe body spray... Oh, Jesus Christ. Is this an ad placement? I felt scentily delicious and confident. Seriously. And you can tell he's scentily delicious and confident because he looks... He's got his chest puffed out like this.
I can't read any of that shit. But Sonichu is on the box, so I'm gonna buy it.
Retweet. I would buy Sonichu. No, my heart sweet. I used the Orion scent. Wow, sweet Bolt, you smell great. Did you bathe? Oh, I see. I'm supposed to
Gay
read.
furry union.
I'm supposed to
Like
read
Arstron.
middle, then left, then down. Then may I orbit your belt? I don't know what that means. And then it says Axe deodorant / body spray. Sonichu copyrighted 2005 Christian Weston Chandler Axe logo and product copyrighted 2005 on Unilever. What? Episode 8. Christian Chandler in. Wait, I thought we were reading Sonichu. We're reading Christian Chandler now. Christian Chandler in Chaos and Serenity. Who the fuck are any of these people? Okay. Wes Isley, your ancient power has been released. Now you must seek and destroy your rival. Where am I? Who are you? What is going on? This is the most relatable character in the series so far. Where am I? Who are you? What the hell is going on?
Timmy! Timmy!
Wait, can you guys hear Timmy?
Tim.
Is that why we're Timmy reacting? Can you guys hear Timmy right now?
Timmy!
Okay. He did have a hint of jealousy against me anyway. What do I do? Oh. Hold on. It's supposed to be middle, then right, then down, or right, down, left, down. This is your rival, Christian Chandler. You two.
Kind of base here. It would be more base if I wasn't like a dumbass.
Retweet. Christian Chandler, you two were rivals in previous lives, and you still are. Okay. He did have a hint of jealousy against me anyway. What do I do? Okay. Release the power of your fire shock pendant by centering your anger and shout fire burn off. Transform now and we'll begin training. And he says, fire burn off. And then he has the fire shock pendant. And then he turns into like a little goon. And he goes, I'm gonna get ya. Ah! And then he turns orange. Because that's a color that he had on hand. And then he goes, and then he rolls down his shirt sleeves. And then he's orange. And then he's orange. And then
It is
he's
gooning
brown.
time.
No, it isn't. And then he's brown.
It is gooning time.
No, it still is not. And then he's orange.
Gooning is allowed and encouraged.
No, it isn't. And then he's orange. And then he's orange. And then he's orange. And then he's orange. And it says, let the training begin. Wesley Sonichu. Wesley Sonichu. 11. Meanwhile, oh my god, it's the Cherokees again. I am the queen of the Cherokee clan. My husband was the leader. Whoa, what happened to my room? Gasp, who are you? The ancient powers of me, my husband, and his rival were just released. You have been bestowed the lightning bracelets. Okay, why am I here? I wondered why these things were on my arms. You must use their power to bring serenity between my husband's reincarnation and his rival. You three must work together to stop the evil that was also released. How will I recognize your husband's soul? His soul belongs to a friend of yours. Now cross your bracelets and say graceful lightning to transform. I will teach you the powers. Then you must bring peace to the world. Sarah Hammer. Wow, this is too much. But I guess this is destiny. And so she crosses her arm. She makes a little X. And then she says, graceful lightning. And then there's an X. And then she turns blue. And then she blue. And then yellow and blue. And then blue. And then yellow and blue. And then yellow, and then woman, and then woman furry, and then yellow, and then woman furry. And behold, now we have Sarah Rosechew. Wonderful, there is much to learn. And then there's the map scope. And here you see Giovanni's gym base is over there. And then there's some rough terrain there. And then there's Destiny Cave. And then there's Sonichu. And then there's a Christian. And then we get, thank you, Sonichu, for helping me learn my powers. Electric attacks, hyper beam, and my speed. No sweat, Dad. He just looks kind of derpy. And then Chris Chan Sonichu says, but I just can't figure out what I need to do to change back to normal. And then Sonichu says, don't worry too much about it, Pop. You can be a Sonichu like me forever and ever. And then we can all be Sonichus together. Sonichu. And then he presses the magic button. And he says, we'll figure it out eventually. And he says, huh? And then he activates minimize. And then he turns into a person man. And then Sonichu is really tall. And then Sonichu says, wow, all I did was touch your chest mark. And you changed back. What do you know? Because it's like a button. He pressed the button. And he turned into a Sonic. And then he pressed the button again. And he turned into a person. And then meanwhile, we have... I think the Roomba finished. Meanwhile, the Roomba finishes. And while the Roomba finishes, this person with the hat says, your training is complete, Wesley. Now be gone to destroy Christian. And then there's blue and orange. And then there's orange. And then orange says, okay, now to find my rival. Where is he? And then he says, aha, there he is. And that was convenient. And then map scope. And here you can see a volcano. And lots of people on the volcano. They're kind of hard to see because the volcano is brown. And then a little ways off. And you got Sarah Rose Chew. And she says, the Queen said I'd find them around here somewhere. And then Wesley Sonichu says, all right, Chris, get ready for a barbecue. And then he goes, fire blast. And that's page 15. And then he fire blasts, and it's a star. And he says, I wonder where, what the, I tell you what, says the Christian. And then Sonichu's over there like, I just exist. I don't know what's going on. I got a lot of questions. And then he says, oh my God, Father, look out. There's a big fiery star coming right towards us. And then he runs. And then there's a star. And then there's boom. And that's a pretty big boom. But there's only one of them. There's not 5. And then Chris Chan is there, and then Sonichu is there, and Sonichu says, wow, what a blast! Thank you, Sonichu. Oh wait, no, Chris said that, but it's pointing at Sonichu. And Sonichu says, that's okay, Father. And then Sarah Rose Chu says, thank goodness his Sonichu saved him. But who? And then Wesley Sonichu says, I'll get him this time. And that's page 16. And then he turns into a basketball. And then the magic basketball attacks. And then Chris Chan says, what the Sonichu? Run! And then Sonichu doesn't really run. He more like walks. And then Sonichu says, you don't have to tell me twice, but during the Stone Age... And then that's page 17. And then Chris Chan says nothing, but he's a Cyclops now. And then there's some poo on the ground. And then there's a Sonichu. And then there's a poo and Wesley Sonichu. And then Sarah Rose Chu says, wow, it's getting intense. But she doesn't say intense because there's no in there. And then there's purple, and then purple and purple. They're fighting because they're purple. And then Sarah Rose Chu Sonichu says, I'll use my bracelet's power to hear them. And then she hears, I see. As described in the prophecy, I'm guessing that you also have a secret identity. If so, what is it? And then Wesley Sonichu says, okay, I'll give you a clue. Because it's not really that important of a secret. Your friend sat on my lap.
And you had a jealous look on your face.
Well, that about narrows it down. And clearly Chris Chan knows who this is. He says,
No! Not! Wes is little Wes!
and he says, you are
Correct! 500 points to Gryffindor.
And then Sarah Rose Chu says,
No! I do not believe this!
gasping. And then, oh my God, there's a lot of dialogue. And
now for the racism.
no racism time. No racism. No. And then Chris Chan says, oh, hold on. He says, okay, I'll admit I was jealous of you because you get to spend more time with Sarah than I do. And then Wes Isley says, yeah, whatever, my ancestor of the Wasabi clan. The Wasabi clan. And then Chris Chan says, but I only felt jealousy because I cared about her. And then Sonichu said, wanted to rule. He's just gonna still talk. Wanted to rule the world, and the only way to do that. And then Chris Chan says, the reason I kept it all inside was for all the time was that I wanted her to be happy. All things considered,
Was to steal the Cherokean crown from you lousy Cherokees! For centuries we have...
after all, I respect her feelings, and if she feels happier with you, then I am happy knowing that we've been lifelong friends, you know.
The Wasabi clan tried trials of tears because we were never able to kill the king of the Cherokee clan to get the marvelous Cherokean crown!
Hey, I'm pouring my heart out. How I care for my best friend while you dig into your
Pot of greed! Oh my God! Yu-Gi-Oh card mentioned! Chat! It's pot of greed!
And then there's page 19. And then Wes Isley Sonichu says, enough talk, time to fight. And then he punches, and then Chris Chan is sad. And Chris Chan says, he's coming fast. I need time to retransform. Good thing I laid this card down.
Activate trap card, magic cylinder.
Oh my God, he's actually playing Yu-Gi-Oh! What the fuck? And then look, and the magic cylinder, they're kind of confused. They don't know which way they're going. And then he like sticks his hand in there and he's like, oh my God, where is there gonna be a prize inside? I sure hope there's a prize. But then he's confused because there's no prize. That's not a cereal box. And then Chris Chan says, electric hedgehog power, and there's a magic cylinder. And then Sarah Rosechew says, he was jealous for me. That's so sweet. And that was page 20. And then he minimizes, and then he turns into Sonic, and then Sonic says, hey Wes, are you okay? And then Wes says zap, and then how many life points do you have left? And then he uses flamethrower, and then Sonichu says, oh my whoa,
you burned my tail, now it's personal. Remember to stop, drop, and roll.
21. And then he goes Mach punch, pew, and then he gets hit with the mega kick, pow, and then he says Cursey ha me ha, but then he missed, and then he gets punched in the jaw, because that seems reasonable if somebody yells Cursey ha me ha at you. And then Wes Isley at you says, how many life points do you have left? Thanks for the crown. And then there's a bow and arrow. And then Sarah Rose Chu Sana Bud says, that's it. I can't take any more. And then Sonic says, humph. And then Wes Isley Chu says, now it's time to say goodbye, Chris. Wesley, Wesselton, and then she shoots him, and now he's dead. He got shot, and then Sonic says, "Wow, she must be the Lady of Peace. That's why she used violence." To be continued. Oh my God! And then Sonichu asks me if I've got any milk. And he's got a little milk mustache. Look at how fucking tiny that glass of milk is. No, that's a normal size. Why are they clapping? What the fuck? What is that? Where did you even get that? Shame I will shrivel up and die from dehydration after this. That's right. That's why I drink Red Bull. Hell yeah. Red Bull. Sonichu is a copyright 2005. Christian Weston Chandler. Got Milk is a registered trademark / California Milk Processing Board. Oh my God, we get a bonus episode. Come! No cum! No cum! That is milk. That is milk. That is not cum. Also, this is normal sized milk. Sonichu is just very large. And then there's episode 9. Christian ampersand animal and Wesley in The Evil That Stomped Quickville.
Don't let your kid watch it.
No cum. No cum. That is normal sized milk, not cum. No. No. Here, Chris, I think this belongs to you. Thank you. Who are you? My hedgehog name is Sarama. I thought her name was Sarah Rose Chua, man. Her name is Sarama now. And then he says, where's Izzle Bizzleby? And then she says, I had given you my heart and my soul, and you dared to harm my bestest friend. And then Sonic Man says, gasp, Sarah! I can't believe you would do a thing like that, but you did. I should have never hooked up with you. Hooked up? Sarah, is that you? And then gasp. And there's like a lightning, and she pulls out his lightning, and she says, yes, Wes! Come! No, come! Yes, Wes! And I say that we are through. I do not love you anymore. And then he says, no! And then she says, I should leave you bound to that tree, but the three of us are destined to destroy the evil being that is lurking somewhere. And he says, ow, I hurt in 3 places. I won't tell you what. No, come! No, come! And I won't tell you what places they are. That's a tree. And then Sonic Man he's very confused.
It's union time.
It is not union time. No unions. No unions. Don't you even think about redeeming that Tangia. I see you trying to redeem it. Don't redeem that. Do not do it. And then Sonic Man says, oh yeah, the prophesied evil. I wonder where it'll strike. 27. And then Sonic Man says, Father!
The union won.
No, the union did not win.
Won. You can have
no
bi-monthly Q&A session.
No bi-monthly Q&A sessions. No unions. And then Sonic Man says, yes, Sonichu. I just got a call from Rosie. There is a rock monster destroying Quickville. And then
it is gooning time.
No, it is not. And then Sonic says, gooning is allowed and encouraged. No! Sonic does not say that gooning is allowed and encouraged. Sonic would never say that. He would never say that. God damn you. Wait till chapter 30. That's when the gooning starts.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
I hate it here, dog. All right. So hold on. I gotta fix my glasses. Y'all have broken my glasses with the power of brain damage. Okay, so, what did Sonic say? He said, "This must be the evil. Sonichu, go on ahead. We'll catch up." Okay. And then Sarah Rose Chew a thing.
I can't read any of that shit. But Sonichu is on the box, so I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah. And then she say, "Sarah, there's a rock monster destroying the city of Quickville. It may be the evil." "Oh no! Then we have no choice. We have to go destroy it. Chris, stay there, next to Wes. For no reason whatsoever." And then she puts a hairpin in her bow, and then Sonic's like, "What?" And then Wes is dying, and then they all get put in bubbles, and then Sonic is confused because he's always confused. And he says, "What?" And she says, "Let's fly!" And then up they go. "Chris, which way to Quickville?" "All right." "Right. Sarah, about 25 miles due north. That way." However, he doesn't have a compass, so he doesn't know which way north is, so they actually went west. And then Wezachu says, "Whoa, this is the best levitation trick ever." And that one says 29. And then, whoa! And then map scope. And then Chris Chan and Sarah Mama. And then Wesley. And then Sonichu. And then Rosachu. And then moments ago in the city of Townsville. And then the narrator of Townsville says, and he says, "The city of Quickville, a vibrant community with happy people, cool chicks, business, and a frustrated male. Crash. What's going on? Oh no, it's a giant golem monster. And that witch, Mary Lee Walsh." And then there's a rock. And then there's Mary Lee Walsh. And she says, "Ha ha! I can shatter her many hearts with this golem. And we'll take over the world. You bet, ancient spirit." And that's page 30. And then the circle says, "The Cherokean and Wasabi clans may have put me away for centuries, but I will rule the world." And then minutes later, there's three Sonichu, and then a golem and some clouds. And then Sarah Rosebudachu says, "Oh no, that thing is huge. We have to take it down, Chris. You know this world. Any ideas?" And then Sonic says, I think so. Sarah shoots some arrows into its eyes. No, come eyes. No, I come. No. And then Sonic says,
Gooning is allowed and encouraged.
"Don't you even think about redeeming that Tangia. I see you trying to redeem it. Don't redeem that. Do not do it."
How many fucking Tangias have you made this stream, dog? It's too many. And then Sonic says, I think so. Sarah shoots some cum arrows into its eyes, was fired up to its knees. Those things always have weak knees. I'll go for its heart spot. Oh, my heart was broken, and I don't know what's going on. What's the point? And then Sonic says, "Buck up! My heart was previously broken, and I am not complaining. We have to destroy the monster before it destroys the city. Let's moving. And then Quickville Mall has Rosebud Sonichu, which is different than Sarah Rosebud Sonichu. And she says, meanwhile, Sonichu father, if you are all involved in fighting the monster, please be the carefulness. And that's page 31. And then here you see you have 3 bubbles, and they're taller than the golem thing. And then here's Sarah Rosebudichu, and she's not doing shit. And then Sonic Man, he's got some toilet paper, and he uses the power of toilet paper to attack the monster. And then Wes Isley Man, he cuts off its knees. He just cuts off his fucking knees. And then here you see a golem thing, and then Sonic says, "Let's finish this." And then they turn into balls. And then they say, "Team Blast, blue fireball attack." And then they don't use a fireball. And instead they turn into the wind. And then Mary Lee Walsh says, "No!" And then there's a boom. And then they're not basketballs anymore. And then the evil basketball says, "You 3 have thwarted our plans, but we will meet again, for I am Count Graduation." And then they're like, "Oh my god, I'm never gonna graduate school. Oh my god." And then it says, "Until another day, hedgehogs." And then they say that basketball is talking. Why is the evil basketball we're supposed to destroy is the evil basketball? And Mary Lee Walsh has his basketball cage. And then there's a panel. And I don't know what's going on in it because it's really small. And then Sonic Man says, "No use in chasing no use in chasing them now, since we will meet again." They said that. They said we will meet again, which means that we'll just sit around and wait because they said that it's gonna happen. And then Sonichu says, "Father, I got here as fast as I could, but it looks like I'm late. Isn't this comic about you?" And then Sonic says, "Don't worry about it, Sonichu. We 3 saved the day. Sarah, Wes, and me. Not you." And then here's a rough outline of them. And then this is Sarah. And she says, "So, Chris, how do we get back to Ruckersville from here?" And then here's a panel of the 3 of them. And now she has a chicken beak for a face and big boobs. And Wes Isley is facing the wrong way. And then Chris Chan says, "There's a warp portal in my mayoral office at Quickville Mall. I'll get us a cab." And then the cab shows up and the cab says, "Beep beep." And then epilogue. Finished comic book May 3rd, 2005. Christian Weston Chandler. And it says, "Later in Christian's room." And he says, "Are you okay, Sarah?" Hold on. I got something in my mouth. I think it's part of my beard. Yeah, I got beard in my mouth. "Are you okay, Sarah?" And she says, "Yeah, I'm fine." And then he has a hand on her shoulder. That's how you know that they're in love. And then she says, "Don't worry about it, Chris. We've had previous disputes. Besides, he did lack something." And then Chris Chan, who has a really gigantic head now, says, "I just feel concerned since you broke up with Wes." And she said, "Well, I did have someone else in mind. He's big, strong, and handsome." And then Chris Chan says, "I see. So you do have someone else in mind, or are you going to take it easy for a while?" "His name is William." And then he says, "Really? Does he have a name?"
And she's like, I just told you, his name is William. And then she says, thank you, Chris. I appreciate your concern. And then Chris says, well, as long as he makes you feel happy, if he ever lets you down and out, just come to me. You may cry on my shoulder as much as you need. And then she says, don't be a stranger. Please be sure to stop by for a visit whenever you're in the neighborhood. It's always great to have you around, best friend, smile emoticon. And then he says, don't! Because he's Homer Simpson. And then it ends, and it's page 35. And then it says, I, Christian Weston Chandler, dedicate this page to my lifelong friend. Pain and Suffering, a.k.a. known as Sarah Hammer. We've known each other ever since we were about 2 years old. I now present some of our fun times together. And here's a picture of Sarah Hammer. And she was born October 13th, 1982. And there's a swing set. We shared fun on her swing set. We enjoyed the slide and eventually swings. And our individual swings. We both really had fun chatting on the swing built for 2 people. And then it says, one time she tried to teach me to roller skate, but I fell and cried and then gave up. And it hurt. And then there was a tree. And hide and seed. Hide and seed! That sounds like a crime! That sounds like a crime! Hide and seed. I'm pretty sure that's illegal. It's always worth a laugh. Counting at the tree, finding and tagging before reaching her front door. And our last childhood memory was before I moved to Richmond for middle and high schools. We hit the T-ball and I told her the sad news. But even after moving, I never forgot my best friend, smiling. Currently, I don't get to see he as much as I did because she found herself a boyfriend while I was in Richmond. But I often wondering how she is and if she is happy with him. I share my troublings with her in my illustrations, letters, and over the phone. I always appreciate the little moments I have with her. Oh my god, it's the Sonichu Adventure GameCube game advertisement. I want to buy it. Oh my god. And then it's a message from Christian Weston Chandler. I hope that you have enjoyed this free Sonichu comic book. I take great pride in my electric hedgehog Pokemon, Sonichu, and all the other characters in the city of Quickville. I want Sonichu to be more than just on paper. I want him in his own video game, cartoon show, and other fine merchandise. Although I have already made some fun Sonichu items of my own, but I feel the public should be able to share in the zappin' fun. Dedicate this page to my lifelong friend. Pain and Suffering. Shoot some cum. No! What? No, I come. What the fuck are these, Bujin? How many fucking tangents have you made this stream, dog? It's too many. Bujin! Too many. Holy shit. If you would like to see Sonichu as a real video game too, or catch him in a Pokemon title, please send your request to Nintendo of America Incorporated or Nintendo Power Magazine. Please raise the hype on Sonichu so I'll be able to legally talk to the people of Nintendo of America Incorporated and make a deal with them. Thank you for reading this free Sonichu comic book. As Sonichu says, let's zap to the extreme. And that was volume 2 of Sonichu, which is actually volume 3. Dedicate this page to my lifelong friend. Pain and Suffering. Awesome.